You please refrain from taking any flash photography or using a video light on a camera or a cell phone. And with that, let me turn it over to our chorus directors. Please welcome Jan Payne and Sue Strock.
Welcome. Thank you. Good to see you all. This evening we've got a variety of popular songs to sing for you. Different tempos, different genres. We've got peppy ones like that one. We've got some slow, pretty ones. So hopefully we'll sing some that will really appeal to you. That song was, they called it a silly song when they wrote it. They didn't realize they were coming up with such a big hit. It was made by that very serene group called Three Dog Night. So now we're going to go and do some Disney songs. We always like to include some Disney music in our spring concert because we live so close to Disney, and Disney has so many nice songs to choose from. So actually, the 3 songs that are in this medley we're going to do right now, they're all been on Broadway. The first one, the ladies of the chorus will sing a little bit, and they will sing it as if they are the Little Mermaid. Then, that obviously comes from the show Little Mermaid. Okay, so then the second song comes from Aladdin. And Aladdin, I think, is still on Broadway. It started in 2014 on Broadway, and it's still there. So the guys will come in and answer the mermaids in this rendition that we have, and then the ladies will join them for the rest of the song. And then the third song in the medley is just the really pretty song from Beauty and the Beast.
I'm like a shoe.
now it's time for a little rock and roll. Perhaps you've been noticing over here that Claudia's hopping around between instruments over here a little bit. She played the saxophone for the first one. Then she played the piano. And now she's going to play the bass guitar for this next one. So we're lucky to have a talented person. So we're doing a medley of 2 short rock and roll songs here. For the second rock and roll song, our master piano player, Don, is going to get us in the mood and really get us going on the second one. And news, at least to a lot of us, the chorus has purchased an electric drum. And it and it turns out that one of our Webettes, who's been dancing with the Webettes for years, turns out she knows how to play the drums. So Lois is over there on the drums. So the first song is I Love Rock and Roll, and it came around in 1981. It was done by someone called Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I always want to say Blackheads, but that's not it. Black Hearts. Okay. And then the second song is my favorite, Old Time Rock and Roll. Wikipedia says it's the sentimentalized look back at the music of the original rock and roll era. Bob Seger made it popular, but then a variety of other singers also recorded it and made it popular. It also appeared in a movie, Risky Business, with Tom Cruise, and a few other places. So. So now we're really changing the tempo. We're going to sing a song from Broadway from The Music Man. It's the beautiful ballad called Till There Was You. And of course, in the Broadway show and in the movie that they made of Music Man also, it's obviously sung by one person. Okay, it's a love song. Well, here we have a whole chorus. So it's pretty with one person, but I think it's just beautiful with a chorus because of the harmony. So listen to the pretty harmony.